Micah, obviously we're all in a bad mood, we're all concerned. Are we over-concerned, losing in the manner that we did with the manner of the performance against Wolves? But it is the second game of the season. There were more positives in the game that we actually lost today, to be fair, than there was against Wolves. But overall, in the first two games, poor.
I think there's half and half. Yes, it's 2 games of the season. We can't throw our toys out the pram. It's literally the second game of the season. But from the 2 performances that we've shown, we need to panic. We do need to panic. We need to say, listen, what's going on? First game, we won, but we played terribly throughout the whole 90 minutes. This, we lost, and we played good 20 minutes, and then terribly 70 minutes. We can't keep doing this bad performances and think we're going to get over the line. It's not going to work like that in the Premier League. The teams like Newcastle, at the moment, they're playing City, they're playing well. They've been playing well. It's almost half time. They're continuously playing well. Why can't we keep up that level of intensity against Tottenham that have just got their new manager? We've had Ten Hag for 2 years now. This is
the beginning of his second year.
But we should be better. We should be better at this moment.
Yeah.
At this moment of time, we should be better. We've made our signings. Everyone was crying out for De Gea to go. We've got Onana in. We're crying out for a new midfielder. We've got Mount. What other excuse can we get? Yes, we're not being clinical, but we've had the chances. We need to be putting them away. We have no one else to blame but ourselves at the end of the day. So we need to just do better.
It's true. That's very true. Because again, a lot of everything from today is we need this or we need that. Yeah. What about what we've already got? These are the things that we're supposed to be getting that are making us better.
Exactly.
And like you said, we're still here crying out to spend more. The mistakes that we make as well. That Spurs weren't amazing. Yeah. The goals they scored weren't good goals. From a defensive point of view, they were really poor.
No, they were. Exactly, they were. And I think a lot of the time when we concede, it's off the back of our mistakes. So when are we going to start cutting out these mistakes and then going on the other end and scoring goals for us to win games? We can't just keep playing games, game after game, making the same old mistakes every single time and then think for another outcome. That's insanity. We need to stamp it out from the get-go. And I just feel like we keep screaming for new players this, new players that. When are we going to look at the players we have now and just say maybe they're not good enough? Maybe they're just not good enough. Or maybe we start putting fingers at Ten Hag and say, listen, you've bought these players. These are the players that you want. Are you not coaching them well or you've picked wrongly? When are we going to start putting these questions? For me personally, I'm going to give Ten Hag till Christmas to see a difference. I can't just write him off. But if at the moment this continues up until Christmas, then I have to start questioning Ten Hag and be like, what are you actually doing? What are the differences that you're making? Was last season a fluke? We got to 2 finals. It can't be a fluke. But at the moment, the performances that we're showing from February, they've been a decline up until now. And we can't keep doing that. If we want to keep up with the likes of City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea's got no Champions League. They've got Premier League games to play and they're going to continuously win. I don't want to be panicky already. It's literally the second game, but we need to pick up quickly and fast.
Yeah, because there's a lot. When I listen to that, it's quite scathing, and you never want to overreact as people at home thinking, come on, it's the second game and stuff. Yeah. But I think you're kind of putting it all into one in terms of actually how we played last year. But a lot of it is, okay, it's Ten Hag's first season, players trying to get used to stuff. And I don't think it's, over, I don't think that's overcritical to say you probably expect to see a bit more by now, because I agree to see. I kept saying it, when you get Ten Hag has this, every big game away we play, because we don't win, the camera pans in on him and he's just staring, and that look just really sums up where this team is away from home. At home, when it's all hunky-dory, 75,000 Reds in there, obviously the pressure's there, but it's easier to play at home. But this away form has got to change.
No, we can't do these performances where at home, we're fine. This is the Premier League. We have to play good home and away. We can't act like if we play good at home, we're not going to challenge for the title. And we can't just beat the bottom 10 teams. We need to either draw or beat some of the top 10 teams. Do you know what I mean? More than often. Tottenham, we should be beating. Brighton, we should be going there and beating. We spent, 90 million on Anthony. He did nothing today.
Talk to me about him.
If I talk, I'll get banned. I can't really... Anthony's one of these players where people they say he plays well because he does. For example, if he scored that goal after we conceded, people say he had a good game. But really and truly, he had a terrible game. He did nothing.
Even if he scores that,
Even if he scored, he had a bad game. We need players that are going to impact the game, not just scoring, but keeping the ball well and doing the right things most of the time. Players like Mount get scapegoated because they don't score or assist, but he was probably our best player on the pitch. he kept things ticking, he kept things simple. And those are the type of players that we want. Bruno, on the other hand, when Bruno gets into this mindset where things aren't falling for him, he just falls to one of the worst players in the league, in my opinion. Because he will just give the ball away, he will just kick the ball, these Hollywood passes that don't come off.
It's all or nothing here. He just gives up. Like he just because he ends up trying so hard. It just all goes to pot.
At this point in time, you can't do that. You are now a captain. Do you know what I mean? So you need to keep the standards, regardless of what's happening around you, regardless of the referee decisions, regardless of the players around you. You need to keep the standard and be like, okay, we can look to Bruno. His standards aren't going to drop. And in terms of the whole team, it seems like his standard dropped the most. And we can't have that. We got onto Maguire for not being a good leader on the pitch. And we have to keep the same attitude for Bruno when he does the same thing. It's the second game. We'll give him the season, but this needs to change quickly.
And also, where can the people find you and Raf, man? Because there's a new channel in town, bro. Support the team.
We've got a new channel called The Final Whistle _ the TFW Football on YouTube. So check us out there on Twitter. And yeah, man, we just need to do better. But yeah, follow that up.
Links in the video description below as well, so you can hit them up. Big up, man. Come on.